In a quiet part of rural Japan, far from the neon lights of Tokyo and the bustling energy of Osaka, lies a town forgotten by time. The mountains loom high, their peaks lost in mist. The trees whisper secrets when the wind blows, and the rivers run silent beneath wooden bridges. People here are kind, traditional, and cautious because for generations, they've lived under the shadow of a story that refuses to die. It begins many years ago, during the late Edo period, when samurais still roamed and honor was everything. There was a woman named Maiko. She was the kind of beautiful that made people stop and stare. Her hair flowed like ink down her back, her skin pale as snow, and her lips always painted red, curved in a way that seemed like she knew something you didn't see. She was a seamstress by trade, but her beauty was her fame. Every man in town longed for her attention, and she knew it. She married a samurai, a proud and powerful man, feared for his skill and respected for his name. At first, he adored her. He brought her silks from Kyoto, rare perfumes from Nagasaki, and jewelry carved by hand. But with each passing year, his admiration turned to obsession. He watched her every move. Every glance she gave another man was a betrayal in his eyes. The whispers didn't help. People in the village said Aiko was unfaithful, that she met other men under the cover of night, that her beauty was her weapon, and she wielded it with cruelty. Whether the rumors were true or not didn't matter. The samurai believed them, and one night, in a storm that rattled the very mountains, he confronted her. The wind howled outside as he paced their home, rain pounding against paper walls. Iko stood calmly, perhaps too calmly. Maybe she smirked, maybe she stayed silent. But that was the last time anyone saw her as she was. With a cry torn from madness, the samurai drew his blade. Not the long katana used for battle, but a smaller, ceremonial one. He grabbed her by the jaw, and with one motion, sliced her mouth open from ear to ear. "Now," he said, "who will call you beautiful?" Her scream was swallowed by the storm. Her blood soaked the tatami floor. And by morning, the house stood silent. The samurai was never seen again. Time passed. The house fell into ruin. The town rebuilt itself. New families moved in. New children were born. And soon, Aiko was nothing but a ghost in memory. Until one evening, years later, a young boy came running home in tears. He claimed a woman in a long coat had followed him down the road. She wore a mask, like the kind used in hospitals. She asked him a strange question. "Am I beautiful?" The boy nodded, unsure what to say. The woman then removed her mask. Her mouth, jagged, torn, red as raw flesh, stretched in a hideous grin across her entire face. She asked again. Even now, the boy ran. He was lucky. Some aren't. The town remembered. Whispers became warnings. Children were told to come home before dark. Teachers began escorting students after school. The town that once forgot now feared again. They called her Kuchisake onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman. Some said she returned every few years, always looking the same. Long black hair, a beige or dark red coat, a surgical mask, and cold, dead eyes. She appears near alleyways, empty roads, quiet bus stops, even inside elevators. She is always calm, polite. She never runs, never yells, and always, she asks, "Am I beautiful?" If you say no, she becomes enraged. She pulls out a weapon, usually scissors, long and gleaming, and kills without hesitation. If you say yes, she removes the mask and repeats. Even now, say no, then, and you still die. Say yes again, and she might let you go. Or she might slice your face, making you look just like her. There's no guarantee, only delay. Over time, strange tricks began to spread. Some said if you confuse her with strange answers, like you re-average or so, she becomes puzzled and gives you enough time to escape. Others say you can throw candy on the ground, and while she's distracted picking it up, you run. A few claim that saying I'm already late and walking away quickly sometimes works, but no method is ever certain. There are people who swear she followed them for blocks. Some say she's been seen at gas stations, school gates, or behind them on late-night buses, always staring, always silent. One woman said she passed Kuchisake onna at a crosswalk. Their eyes met. The woman smiled politely. The stranger whispered something the woman didn't understand. The next morning, she found deep scratches across her front door. The night after that, the dog was found dead. On the third night, the woman vanished. No signs, no struggle, just silence. Today, the story lives on in Japan's urban legends. She has become a cultural icon, appearing in movies, manga, and late-night ghost tours. But those who've really seen her, those who feel the weight of her stare in the dark, they know she is more than just a story. She is the embodiment of vanity, jealousy, and vengeance, bound to the streets where her blood once flowed. So if you ever find yourself walking home, and the street is too quiet, and a woman in a mask steps out from the shadows, don't answer too quickly, because whether you say yes or no, she already knows how it ends. She's just letting you pretend you have a choice.